Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Had your lunch?
Ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Prayer done.
Oh, when you will have then? It's already 2:11, no?
Ma'am,
After the
1:11.
spirit.
It is
Ma'am,
1.
111.
Oh, 1:11, 1:11. So you can have after the spirit, no problem. I thought it was 2:11. Okay. And children, we had learned in detail about different types of connective tissues. Can anybody list out the different connective tissues? Shangari, just name them, the different connective tissues.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I think her network is gone.
Alina,
Yes, ma'am.
name those different connective tissues.
Adipose tissue,
Adipose tissue,
areolar,
areolar
Yeah.
tissue. Easy ones. Easy ones. Alina,
Yes, ma'am.
which are the other ones? Areolar, adipose tissue. Then Mishal.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking you only the names. Why so much time is taken for that? Just the names. The different connective tissues. Mishal,
Last class I was not there.
that is not at all an excuse. Then if a child who was absent in a particular class, if they don't have to answer all the questions in the next class, why we should upload the recorded videos, children? Don't come up with that excuse. I've told you earlier also. And this general knowledge is enough to answer. Pratana,
Ma'am, blood.
blood,
Ma'am, bones.
bones,
Ma'am, tendons,
tendons,
cartilage,
cartilage,
ligament,
ligaments, and the two what she said, areolar and adipose tissue. Blood, bone, cartilage, areolar tissue, adipose tissue, tendons, and ligaments. Michelle, can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Try.
Blood, bones, cartilage, tendons, and then
Ligaments.
ligaments,
Now two more starting with A.
areolar
One more.
adipose
Adipose.
connective
How
tissue.
much time it took, Michelle, for you to grasp it? Quickly you learned it, no? Am
Yes,
I right? Yesterday I had sent yesterday or day before
Yes,
yesterday.
ma'am. I copied that. But I did.
So you don't need much time. Just a glance you will get. I didn't ask you to explain. So it is not meant for one child. Everyone, if you are absent also a particular day, just go through the slides or the recorded session and get updated with what was taken. Okay, now we are going to learn about muscular tissues. Can anybody tell me about muscular tissue? What do you know? I know that you haven't learned in detail about muscular tissue, but what do you know about muscles or muscular tissue? Anybody can say. Try. Let it be wrong. 26 join. None of you can say the answer. Any point. What do you know about muscular tissue? We all have it, no? Do you all have muscular tissue? No,
Yes.
that's also doubtful. Yes. Then Shivanya, tell me, why we have these muscles? One important function, yes. Abhinav, still your audio is not working? Abhinav? Your answer is correct. I just want to know whether your audio is working or not. Still is typing. I think audio is not working. He gave me the answer. Who else can say? Manufacturing defect. About the computer or laptop you said, no? Not about anything else. Abhinav? Okay. Who can say? Prarthana?
Ma'am. Because of muscles, we are moving.
Muscles along with bones will help in bringing about movement. Without muscles, the movement won't be easy. Bones definitely assist in movement, but bones and muscles together bring about movement. So let's learn more about muscular tissue. Muscular tissue consists of elongated cells. So the tissue, as we have already learned, a tissue is a group of cells with similar structure and function. So muscle tissue is also made up of elongated cells, and you call them as muscle fibers. So muscle tissue is made up of muscle fibers, and it will bring about movement. It is responsible for movement in our body. And how muscles can bring about movement? Muscles have got some specialized proteins. You call them as contractile proteins. The names are not mentioned. The names of these proteins are actin and myosin. You will learn in higher classes in detail about these proteins. So once again, I will repeat. A muscle tissue is made up of elongated cells, and you call them as muscle fibers. And these fibers bring about movement. Along with the bones, they will help in bringing about movement. We are able to move different parts of a body, and we are able to move from one place to another with the help of muscles. And how muscles can bring about movement? They are capable of contracting and relaxing. They contract, relax. And how they are able to carry out these contraction and relaxation? They have specialized proteins in them known as contractile proteins. Examples, actin and myosin. So with the help of these proteins, they can contract and relax, bringing about movement. Okay. Now, moving on to the next slide. Now we'll be learning about different types of...
Ma'am, can you show the slide?
Yes. We'll be learning about different types of muscular tissues. There are mainly 3 types. So we will learn about the features of, or the characteristic features of these 3 types of muscular tissues. Muscular tissue are made up of muscle fibers. They bring about movement, and they can contract and relax, bringing about movement. And this is made possible with the help of specialized proteins present. You call it as contractile proteins. Example, actin and myosin. Now let's see the classification of different types of muscles.
Can you tell the examples?
For actin and myosin, I'll give you the spellings. Actin, myosin, these are proteins. Okay. Now let's learn about different types of muscular tissues. We'll start with the first one, striated muscles. What do you mean by striations? Anybody? Word meaning of striations? No, nobody can say. Stripes, striations. Striped shirt, don't you say? What does that mean? Lines, no? Striations, so some stripes are there. So striated muscles
contain lines.
Yes. So as you can see in the picture, they are provided with striations. So it's very clear from the figure. You can see light and dark striations. These muscles are provided with light and dark striations. That is one of the important feature or the characteristic feature of striated muscles. They are provided with alternate light and dark bands. Then, these are voluntary. Can anybody tell me what do you mean by voluntary muscles? I'm sure you have learned it in lower classes. Maybe class 7. Voluntary, involuntary. These muscles are voluntary. Let it be a guesswork, children. I want your participation. Let it be wrong. Here the problem is whether it is not right or wrong. That is not a matter for us. You just have to get involved rather than me speaking all the time. Come on. What do you think when we hear or when you hear the term voluntary? These muscles are voluntary. Anybody, all can participate. Otherwise, you will get tired of hearing my voice. Let's hear some other sweet voice. Waiting for you. Should I call out the names then?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Vishal.
Free.
They are free. Huh? No
Means-
problem.
Ma'am means they have the freedom.
Correct. They have the freedom to. They have the
To
freedom
do
means
anything.
they'll get out of our body and go somewhere else. Freedom for
ma'am.
what? Yes, I know you have the concept. Try. You can definitely answer. We are able to. You can say, Vishal. These are free, or we can move them
Anywhere.
means according to our will. Is
Yes.
that what you meant? Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
what you meant? Yes. So voluntary muscles are those muscles which you can control according to your will and wish. For example, the muscles attached to your limbs, attached to your hands and legs. Suppose I want to stay here. I can decide whether I should go there or should I stay here. Suppose I want to go to the canteen down. I can go, I can decide. And if I want to take a book, I can take that book because these are under my control. The muscles attached to our limbs, our hands and legs are under our control. But the same way, can I control my stomach muscles? Can I tell it, stop chewing now, stop churning now, not chewing, stop churning the food now, take a rest for some time? No. And whenever I feel like, now I'm going to sleep, you keep on churning. Can I control? No. It will take place on its own. Those are involuntary. When you don't have any control over the muscles, those are involuntary. And as Mishal said, when we have a control over it, those are voluntary muscles. Okay, got it? Tia, who is there? No. These are voluntary muscles. Now moving on to the next. These muscles are also called skeletal muscles. So many names are there. And you should know all the names. Because when the question is asked, any name can be used. They are known as skeletal muscles. So we learned how many names, children? Striated muscle, voluntary muscle, skeletal muscle, and even you can call it a striped muscles too. Striped and striated because of the striations or alternate light and dark bands present on it. Voluntary because we can control them according to a will. Skeletal because they are attached to a skeleton. They are attached to the bones, bringing about movement. So it can be asked, why do you call striated muscles as skeletal muscles? Because these are attached to our bones and they help in bringing about movement. These muscles show alternate light and dark bands. I already told you, light and dark. See the figure? They have light and dark bands of striations. These can be seen when they are stained appropriately. Staining is using a particular dye. There are different stains which the scientists use for observing specimens under a microscope. So when they add the stain, only the parts will be very clear. So when proper staining is done, these different parts, lines and all can be very clearly seen. Then the other features. So remember this figure. Register this figure in your mind so that when you get a question related to skeletal muscle, this picture you should be able to visualize and you can write all the points. Shape, seeing the shape. These are a few muscle cells kept together. Okay. The cells of this tissue, these are long, aren't they? They are long, cylindrical, unbranched, no branches, but several nuclei. So each one is having several nuclei. That means they are multi-nucleated. So here 1, 2, here again. So you can see that they are multi-nucleated, unbranched, cylindrical. So you should know when a question comes, you should be able to memorize this figure. And then the answering will be very easy. If you can remember the picture, you can easily remember. Multinucleated, these are unbranched, cylindrical in shape, alternate light and dark bands. So we learned so many points about skeletal muscles or striped muscles. Let us have a quick recap of the points. Okay. These are voluntary muscles because you can control them according to a will. These are also known as skeletal muscles because they are attached to bones and bring about body movement. And you call them as striated muscles or striped muscles because they have alternate light and dark bands or striations on it which are visible when stained appropriately. They are long, cylindrical, unbranched, and multinucleated. So many points you learned about striated muscles, skeletal muscles, striped muscles. So generally we don't give it as the name, main name as voluntary muscles because there are other muscles also which are voluntary. Okay. Can we list out the different points now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who is going to start? I want you to say the points taking turns one by one. Don't wait for me to call out. One point you can say. Yes, start. Let
Ma'am,
me
these
see
are
how smart you are.
voluntary muscles.
Ah, they are voluntary muscles. Okay, next point.
Ma'am, they are
All.
also
also
skeletal.
They are also known as skeletal muscles. Why?
Ma'am, because they are attached to the bones and
Bring about?
ma'am, helping movement.
Very good. Then third point.
they
are
also
long.
bring
They are long and unbranched.
They are long and unbranched. Good. Then next point.
Show alternate light.
They show alternate light and dark bands. So what do you call them, Vishal, because of that?
Ma'am, dark bones.
No. Alternate light and dark bands are present. So
Or
hence,
striations.
so what do you call that muscle because of these striations? Don't we call them striated muscle because of that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Another point.
Ma'am, they are long and
They are
branched.
long, unbranched. That already Saiba said.
Cylindrical. Cylindrical.
Multinucleated, cylindrical. Very good. Any points did we miss out?
No, ma'am.
All the points we said. Very good, children. Now, can we proceed to the next one? Next muscle?
Yes, ma'am.
So that was about skeletal muscle. Now let us learn about smooth muscles. Okay. Smooth muscles are known as unstriated muscles because there are no striations. It's not having any striations as we saw in the case of skeletal muscle. And individually, they look like somewhat like this with a nucleus inside and several smooth muscles you can see. And these are involuntary, found in the internal organs. We cannot command, or we don't have any command over these muscles. They are found in the iris of the eye, the colored part of your eye. You might have seen it enlarging, contracting and relaxing of these structure. Have you noticed it? If you examine closely, go near the mirror and just see, you can see that part contracting and relaxing, enlarging and getting reduced. Have you noticed it? Anybody? The colored part of your eye? No. Yes. If not, today you check. Okay. Then they are found in the iris of the eye, in uratus.
Hear that. Can you repeat?
They are found in the iris of the eye. Okay, the colored part of your eye, they exhibit contracting and relaxing movements. I asked whether you have noticed it or not. Okay, these are involuntary. You can find them in the iris of the eye. That is the colored part of your eye. Uratus. Where are ureters present, children? In which system?
Excretory system.
Excretory. These are the tubes leading from kidneys Suppose this is the kidney. So from here, a tube is there, which carries the fluid, that is actually it is urine, or you can say the blood after getting filtered, a filtrate will be formed and it will change into urine, or final product is known as urine. So that ureter will carry it to the urinary bladder for storing it temporarily. So ureters are tubes that connect kidneys and urinary bladder, and in the bronchi of the lungs. Bronchi, also I think you might have learned, the trachea or the windpipe branches into two bronchi, and each bronchi will further branch into bronchioles. So they'll be entering, each bronchus will be entering the lungs, and it will be branching again into smaller branches known as bronchioles, which will end up in alveoli or air sacs. Anyway, you don't have to learn all those in details over here. So the different locations where you can find some, not all locations are given here. Some locations in our body where you can find smooth muscles include iris of the eye, ureters, bronchi of the lungs. Then the features, they are long and pointed, or they have got pointed ends. We call it a spindle shape. When it is pointed at both ends, you can call it a spindle shape. See, like this, pointed at both ends. So with single nucleus, not multinucleated like striated muscle. They have a single nucleus, uninucleated, or else you can say uninucleated, spindle shape, long, no striations. Absence of striations, they are involuntary, they are long, pointed ends, or you can say they are spindle shaped, they are uninucleated. Once again, we will see the points. They are involuntary, means these muscles cannot be moved under our will, or according to will, we cannot control these muscles. They are long, pointed ends, or you can say they are spindle shaped, uninucleated, and unstriated also. They are unstriated, and you can find them in internal organs like ureters, bronchi of the lungs, iris of the eye, etc. And finally, we are going to learn about the third type of muscular tissue, the most important muscular tissue, because if this muscle decides to stop its work, then what will happen? We will die. You cannot survive without the working of these muscles. These muscles never get tired. They keep on working till our death. Till we die, they will work. If they decide to take rest, then we will also rest in peace. Which muscle I'm speaking about? Cardiac muscle. Where is it found? In the heart. Cardiac muscles. Can you see the heart beating? Is it possible to see? Okay. Can you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. I just want to know whether it is slow or not. Okay. Cardiac muscles. These muscles contract and relax rhythmically throughout our life. They never take rest. They keep on contracting and relaxing throughout our life. Okay. Now, can you tell me the other features seeing the picture? Can you tell me the other features seeing the picture?
They have striations.
They have striation, but not as prominent as in the case
Okay.
of a striated muscle. Faint striations are there then.
They are multinucleated.
Actually, they are not multinucleated. Here you can see so many cells are joined at a glance. When you look at this, you will feel these are multinucleated, but they are not multinucleated. Here there is a junction between different cells. So these are uninucleated. Okay, next. What about the shape? Are they cylindrical? Yes. Are they branched?
Yes.
Yes. They are involuntary, just like our cardiac muscles. These are also involuntary. They are cylindrical, branched, and uninucleated. So these are the different points about cardiac muscles. They show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout our life. These are involuntary, cannot be controlled according to will. These muscles are cylindrical. Then these are branched and uninucleated. Okay. Now the comparison of these three, today we don't have time. We have hardly 3 more minutes. Comparison, you want to see it again? Comparison, we will learn next class. But I want you to quickly summarize the points about the two muscular tissues that we learned just now. Already we have revised or recapitulated the first one, cardiac muscles and smooth muscles. I just want you to quickly say the points. We'll start with the smooth muscles. Who will say the points? Rudra, tell me one point about smooth muscle.
They are found in iris of the eyes in the
Ureter. They are found in the ureters, then iris of the eye.
And the bronchi.
One more. Bronchi of the lungs. Okay. Another point. Another point.
They are involuntary.
muscle.
They are involuntary. They cannot be moved according to a will. Then
Long
they are
and
they are long.
uninucleated.
They are
They
long
are
nucleated.
Long and
Long with pointed
ends.
ends.
What do you call such a shape?
Spindles.
Spindle shape. Very good. What about the nucleus?
Uninucleated.
Now, cardiac muscle, one at a time. Catherine.
These
These are involuntary muscles.
Okay. Where do you find them?
Cylindrical.
Where do you find these muscles? In your body, where are these muscles
Heart.
present? Heart. Okay. Then,
Heart.
Tia, tell me other points about cardiac muscle. They contract and relax rhythmically throughout our life. Then
Shape.
Finish.
Cylindrical.
They are cylindrical,
Branched.
uninucleated. One more point.
Branched.
Branched.
They are branched. Okay, good. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay.
No, ma'am.
So let me take your attendance.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you. See you.